What's up, Lakers News Fan Report family? Smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single shakeup in LA quest for glory. Now, picture this. Trade rumors swirling so loudly that even the rafters at Crypto.com Arena are buzzing. Word around the league is that LeBron James has his sights set on one of the most versatile big men in basketball, Jaren Jackson Jr., and the buzz is that the Lakers and Warriors are locked in a fierce battle to land him. Could it be true that Jaren Jackson Jr. is on the verge of pulling on a purple and gold jersey alongside LeBron and Luka? Early whispers suggest that the front office is quietly assembling a package headlined by Austin Reaves and future draft assets, all in an effort to bring Jackson Jr.'s rim protection and sharpshooting to Los Angeles. But don't take my word for it. Let's dive into the details and explore what this potential blockbuster could mean for our Lakers' dynasty dreams. It all started with a report that sent shockwaves through NBA circles. LeBron James eyeing a monumental trade for Jackson Jr., the 6'11" two-way phenom currently suiting up for Memphis. At 24 years old, Jackson Jr. has already developed into one of the league's premier rim protectors, averaging nearly 2 blocks per game last season, while also flashing an improved three-point stroke, hitting just under 37% of his attempts from beyond the arc. Could this be the missing puzzle piece for a Lakers team that finished third in the Western Conference but still lacked that defensive anchor in the paint? Fans are wondering if this is the play that propels Los Angeles into a true Big Three era, not only uniting LeBron, Luka, and Jackson Jr., but also sending a message to the rest of the league that the Lakers aren't merely content with contention. They want outright domination. Imagine crunch time scenarios where Anthony Davis roams the paint, Jackson Jr. rotates over to contest, and LeBron commands the perimeter or drives the lane, all while Luka pulls defenders into no man's land on the opposite wing. Some insiders believe that the synergistic potential here is virtually limitless. But let's pump the brakes for a second. Why would Memphis even consider parting with one of its cornerstone talents? The Grizzlies are in the midst of a youth-driven rebuild, and some front office sources hint that a deep playoff run remains elusive unless they secure another star or accumulate future picks. That's where the Lakers come in. They're reportedly dangling a tantalizing offer featuring Austin Reaves, fresh off his breakout postseason performances, and multiple first-round picks that could help Memphis pivot toward a long-term project. Is it possible that this deal represents a win-win, granting the Grizzlies a path to sustainable success while giving LA an immediate injection of two-way talent? On the flip side, the Golden State Warriors aren't about to sit idly by. Reports suggest they're ready to counter with their own package built around young wings, draft capital, and the promise of championship pedigree. After all, adding Jaren's shot blocking and floor spacing would bolster their already formidable core of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. Could the lure of competing alongside multiple champions and in a system that has consistently maximized sharpshooters tilt Jackson Jr.'s decision toward the Bay? Fans in both California markets are holding their breath as the clock ticks down to the trade deadline. For Lakers supporters, the stakes feel immense. LeBron James is in the twilight of his career, still averaging north of 25 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds per game, but he's made it clear that any future title runs must be built around strategic acquisitions. Jaren Jackson Jr. checks so many boxes: rim protection, switchable defense, floor spacing, and positional versatility. In a league where championships are won in the paint and in the perimeter trap, having a player who can anchor both ends is invaluable. Could this be the moment that transforms the Lakers from a team full of stars to an actual modern-day dynasty? There's also the chemistry factor. Bringing in a young, coachable talent like Jackson Jr., who has already demonstrated a willingness to expand his offensive repertoire, could spark fresh energy in the locker room. Some insiders believe that Jackson Jr.'s culture, his work ethic, and his ability to learn on the fly would mesh seamlessly with LeBron's leadership and Luka's competitive fire. Imagine practice sessions where these three push each other to new heights, crafting pick-and-roll actions that exploit every defensive mismatch. Could this be the start of a mentorship triangle that shapes the next era of Lakers basketball? Of course, no trade is without risks. Sacrificing a rising star like Austin Reaves and valuable draft picks means betting on immediate returns, a high-stakes gamble that only pays off if Jackson Jr. stays healthy and continues to develop. And with the Lakers' cap situation already tight, an oversized contract for Jackson Jr. could limit future free agent flexibility. But let's be honest, Lakers fans, risk is part of the game, and sometimes you have to pull the trigger on a bold move to chase glory. Could the potential reward, an elite trio capable of challenging for titles for years to come, outweigh the price? What about the ripple effects for the Warriors if they miss out? Golden State has prided itself on sustained excellence, but adding Jackson Jr. could be the window-sealing splash that keeps them atop the mountain. If the Lakers land him instead, it might signal a shift in California's basketball balance of power, perhaps the most tantalizing subplot of all. Could we be witnessing the genesis of a Lakers resurgence that eclipses the Warriors' run of dominance? Now, here's where I turn it over to you. But what do you think about all of this? Personally, as a Lakers supporter, I believe swooping in and securing Jaren Jackson Jr. would be the boldest statement we could make. One that tells the entire league we're here to build a legacy, not just chase another ring. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If the Lakers land Jaren Jackson Jr., the ripple effects would be felt from the opening tip to the final horn of the season. Picture the opening night lineup. D'Angelo Russell at the point, using his crafty handles to probe defenses. LeBron. James roaming free as the ultimate facilitator. Jaren Jackson Jr. patrolling the paint, challenging every drive and stepping out to bury threes. Anthony Davis operating as a hybrid big, sharing rim protection duties and crashing the offensive. Glass and Austin Reaves, perhaps shifted into a sixth-man role, providing instant scoring off the bench. In this configuration, spacing would be at an all-time high, making every possession an exercise in offensive creativity. Defenders would be forced into impossible choices: guard the perimeter or collapse on drives, contest the three, or protect the lane. On nights when LeBron and AD need rest, Jackson Jr.'s ability to anchor the defense means minutes can be managed without a catastrophic drop-off. Imagine a lineup of Jackson Jr., Davis, Rui Hachimura, Russell, and Reaves, an ultra-versatile unit capable of switching pick-and-rolls, generating contested threes, and suffocating opponents on the boards. Could this be the blueprint Coach Redick unveils to neutralize the West's top threats? Fans have speculated that adding a long-armed, switchable defender with genuine shooting range transforms the Lakers into title favorites, rather than mere contenders. But even if the trade falls through and Jackson Jr. heads to Golden State, the Lakers still face a critical decision point. Do they pivot back to nurturing their current roster, doubling down on youth development and draft assets, or do they continue to hunt marquee upgrades? Trading assets and taking on Jackson Jr.'s contract is a vote of confidence in LeBron's and Luka's championship windows. However, keeping those picks in the bank could fund the next wave of Lakers stars, players who might arrive ready to redefine the franchise beyond the current era. Are we willing to gamble long-term flexibility for immediate star power? That's the dilemma LA's front office must wrestle with. Off the court, the psychological impact cannot be understated. If Jaren Jackson Jr. pulls on a Lakers jersey, it sends a message: this franchise is all in. It tells every free agent that Los Angeles is serious about surrounding LeBron and Luka with top-tier talent now, not in some distant future. That recruiting pitch could sway free agents in next summer's class, tipping the scales when deciding between a storied franchise and a retooling roster elsewhere. Conversely, missing out might raise questions about LA's ability to close. Big deals, fueling narratives that the Lakers are more bark than bite in trade negotiations. Meanwhile, rival locker rooms will be buzzing. Opponents will game plan differently, scheming for LeBron's gravity, Luka's wizardry, AD's power, and Jackson Jr.'s length. Coaches will scour endless film to find vulnerabilities in the newly minted Big Four. Could having that many playmakers lead to occasional growing pains, clashes over touches, redundancies in play calling? It's possible. But history shows that on teams where superstars coexist peacefully, the synergy can be devastatingly effective. Think of Miami's Big Three or the Warriors' core era. Jaren Jackson Jr. could be the next catalyst. When the Heat playoffs arrive, every matchup will feel like a chess match. Will opponents dare to load the paint, daring LeBron and Luka to beat them from distance? With Jackson Jr. standing as a deterrent, teams might have to choose between conceding threes or risking breakdowns on drives. That split-second indecision could swing closely contested series in the Lakers' favor. Could this strategic advantage be the difference between a second-round exit and reaching the finals? Many believe so, and let's not forget the narrative. Gold this creates. Media storylines will feed off the drama. California trade war, Lakers vs. Warriors, LeBron's last championship bet, Luka's new legacy partner. Each headline stokes fan excitement and keeps eyes glued to every game. As content creators and analysts debate the merits, the Lakers and Warriors will find their every move magnified, raising the stakes on each victory or defeat. As the trade deadline looms, insiders hint that both sides are prepared to go all in. The question isn't just who offers more assets, it's who offers the most compelling vision for Jackson Jr.'s career and legacy. Will he want to chase a title immediately in LA, or continue building on the Warriors' dynasty blueprint? His decision will echo through every corner of the NBA world, altering off-season priorities and setting the tone for summers to come. Whatever happens, one thing is clear. This saga epitomizes the modern NBA's blend of strategic front office, chess, superstar-driven marketing, and fan-fueled speculation. In Los Angeles, every small rumor can ignite wildfire-level excitement. And at the center of this storm is the hope that adding Jaren Jackson Jr. will be the spark that reignites the Lakers' championship flame. Beyond the court and the headlines, there's the matter of cap space and contract logistics. Signing Jaren Jackson Jr. would require the Lakers to navigate luxury tax thresholds carefully, potentially pushing them into repeater penalties that carry even heftier financial burdens. Front office strategists will need to balance that immediate talent infusion against the long-term wage bill, ensuring that bringing Jaren aboard doesn't handcuff future free agency pursuits. Could Leonard or Holiday become viable complementary picks if the books were cleared? Is it possible the Lakers could reallocate veteran minimums into mid-level exceptions to sweeten the supporting cast? There's also the ripple effect on team culture. Jackson Jr. arrives with a reputation for relentless work ethic, rare for a 24-year-old who's already a two-time all-defensive team selection. His integration could elevate practice intensity, pushing LeBron and Anthony Davis to new heights in pickup scrimmages and film sessions. But some insiders caution that injecting a younger star into an established hierarchy might create friction over leadership roles and offensive priority. Will Jaren buy into a mentorship-driven dynamic, or will there be growing pains as roles are redefined? From a fan engagement standpoint, the social media buzz would skyrocket. Imagine Arena Graphics showing Jaren for 3 social media filters, letting users wear his number 13 together with LeBron's number 23, and viral highlight reels of chase-down blocks and cold-blooded corner threes. Brands would flock to the Lakers for endorsement deals, and ticket demand would spike as season ticket holders scrambled to bring new recruits to the show. Could this commercial windfall offset some of the luxury tax costs, creating a financial win-win? Finally, there's the question of legacy. LeBron James, already cemented as one of the greatest ever, has chased championships with multiple teammates: Wade, Bosch, AD. Adding Jaren Jackson Jr. to that lineage would represent another chapter in his storied career, a deliberate choice to mentor a rising defensive stalwart while still chasing rings. For Jaren, carving his name alongside LeBron and Luka in Lakers lore could be the defining move of his career. Fans and analysts alike will be debating for years whether this gamble propelled LA into a fresh dynasty or marked an overreach that altered the team's trajectory. If you've been following every twist of this story and you're as excited as I am to see how it plays out, show your passion by hitting that like button, subscribing to Lakers News Fan Report, and turning on that notification bell. We'll be here with the inside track on every sign and trade proposal, every front office whisper, and every reaction from the players themselves. The countdown to the deadline is on. Let's ride this wave together and witness history in the making.